What's going on, guys? You're checking out QGHQ. My name is Chris, and I'm back with another keyboard review for you guys. I got my hands on the brand new Magicforce 49-key mechanical gaming keyboard. This thing is small. I mean, take a look at this thing. 49 keys is just crazy. If you had to compare it to something, I'd say it's like the size of a Hero or a Sub or you guys might call it a hoagie, basically a large sandwich. I'm from New York. We call them Heroes. If you don't do that over here, you'll probably get shot. But that's besides the point. This thing is tiny. As soon as I saw it, I was like, that's pretty awesome. I love that minimalistic look. It looks great on a desk, but is it going to be practical to game on? That is what I want to figure out here. You can get it for as low as $50 if you go with these standard Gatoron switches. I went ahead and upgraded to the Cherry MX Browns, so I got the whole thing said and done for $65, which is still really affordable for a mechanical keyboard. Now, this thing comes in different colors, white or black. I opted for the white version as it matches my desk. And the LEDs come in either Snow White, which this version is here, or the Ice Blue version. That's the only options that they offer right now. But hopefully this thing's not a piece of crap. I mean, 49 keys is a lot of stuff missing here. So is it going to be practical to game on? We'll figure that out, guys. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so here's the keyboard in all of its glory, and like I said it 1,000 times, yes, this thing is small and super minimalistic. Now, when we talk about the aesthetics, one thing to note is that chrome accent around the entire key set really brings this keyboard to life. It gives it that extra flair, it really makes it pop. When you walk past your desk and the light hits it, you will notice this keyboard, and I absolutely love that. Kudos to Magicforce for adding that on here for that additional look. Now, the keyboard's bottom base is entirely made of plastic, has 4 generic rubber feet, but don't let that trick you. Just because it's made of plastic does not mean there's any flexibility in this actual keyboard itself, and that is due to that metal plate I was talking about earlier. They have a sandblasted aluminum alloy top plate that uses their CNC technology, and when it comes to the actual switches, I actually opted to go with the Cherry MX Brown. You guys could choose any other Cherry MX switches out there. It just comes down to price and what you're willing to pay. If you want to save the most money though, just go ahead and go with the generic Gatoron switches. The keyboard is built on a slight angle, which makes typing and gaming a lot more comfortable and easy on your wrists. The back just has one slot for your micro USB cable, and that is also included with your purchase. But what's really cool about this being detachable is, one, traveling is a lot easier, and if you guys want to add your own cables with your own designs, you could do so very easily. The keycaps themselves are made from a matted double-shot ABS, which is super comfortable when typing. I can tell you guys right now that typing on this keyboard is a breeze. The only error I had at the beginning was sometimes I would hit the delete key instead of the backspace key, but within time I got used to it. I love the fact they added a double function key here, so it makes multitasking way easier to do so. Now, at first I didn't understand on why that space bar was cut in half. Since there's no profile saving to this keyboard here, I feel like they just did that because maybe in game you might want to set that extra button to something else. If you want to switch weapons quickly, maybe you could use that added space bar to do so. Other than that, this keyboard is absolutely awesome and it's great to use. When it comes to gaming itself though, am I going to use this keyboard? Most likely not, and that is because I don't like to add that extra key to get to a certain task. If I want to switch weapons, I want to hit one key to do so. I know I can go into the game itself and probably switch it around, but I just personally, it's just any extra work, I'm not about that. You know what I'm saying? I like fluid, easy stuff here. Typing's great, but when it comes to gaming, it's not going to do it for me, but it might do it for you guys. I want to hear what your opinion is, and at the end of the day, all I could offer you is my own opinion. But other than that, it's a great keyboard. I mean, there's really nothing wrong with this keyboard. The minimalistic look, the aesthetics, how comfortable it is to type on, everything else is just great. I mean, yeah, it retails for $80, but wait for a Massdrop. I'm telling you, if you guys go to massdrop.com, it's a bit of a waiting period, but you can get this keyboard for as low as like $50. I told you guys earlier I got it for $65, and it's completely worth the money that I spent on this keyboard. So I stated earlier this keyboard has an LED option, so let's go ahead and talk about those LED options now. So the LEDs in this keyboard are extremely bright, which is always great when dealing with an LED backlit keyboard. One thing I do not like is the caps lock key. The caps lock key does not light up when caps is not enabled, which doesn't really make much sense to me, because I figured, why not have caps be lit up since you're going to be typing in lowercase most of the time anyway, and the whole keyboard's lit up. It's a little odd they did that, but I guess you can get used to it. So there's 11 lighting modes total and 5 lighting strength levels, which is really cool that they have those options here. So you don't have to download any program at all. It's all built into the keyboard. Function, left arrow key will get you to the next mode. Now, having these different lighting modes is cool because it will not get boring or old anytime soon. And if you guys out there have your own setup, maybe you have, you know, a different LED doing a certain pulse, or your actual tower of your, you know, PC might be doing a, you know, pulse mode or something like that. You could maybe try and sync it up with the keyboard. Who knows? It all comes down to preference. Personally, I'm the type of guy, though, I like my keyboard to be one color and just all keys being lit up at the same time. The other modes will kind of get annoying to me while gaming or stuff like that. But that's just my personal preference. Like I said, at the end of the day, that's all I really offer you guys. But honestly, do you guys think this keyboard should have been RGB? Are you okay with it being, you know, just either Snow White or Ice Blue? That's really up to you guys. I've seen the Ice Blue version, and it's very, very similar to the Snow White. It's not that much different, so keep that in mind when making your purchase. Other than that, I think the keyboard's great. For a small keyboard, it's got a lot of strengths. I mean, it's a very, very light keyboard too. It just comes in a little bit more than 12 ounces in weight, which is not a lot, but honestly, it doesn't really move around. Those 4 rubber feet do their job, and that metal plate does give it that little extra, you know, pressure to your desk. So I had a lot of, you know, ease when I was typing and gaming with this. Like I stated earlier, you know, going through the different function keys here and doing things to hit other keys can get a little, you know, tedious, but in the end, you'll get used to the keyboard. It really depends on how bad you want this minimalistic look and how bad you want to save that extra room on your desk. So, how does the keyboard sound? Everyone will sound a little bit different because I chose to go with the Cherry MX Brown switches. So here is the type test now. So there you have it, the Magicforce 49 key mini mechanical keyboard. This keyboard retails for $79.99, but like I stated earlier, you guys can get it for as low as $50 through Massdrop.com's website. Now I know it sounds like I'm sponsored by Massdrop. I'm not. I should be. Massdrop, if you're listening, I love you guys. I shop there all the time. Sponsor me. Anyway, we'll link it down below, guys, in the description if it's still available. If it is and you're looking to make the purchase, go ahead and hop on it. It's worth the wait. Save that money while you guys still can. But I want to hear what you guys think of these mini keyboards. Do you think they're worth it? Do you think they're just ridiculous? I mean, your opinion is what really matters most to me, guys. If you guys enjoyed the review, give it a huge thumbs up. Share the video with your friends because I want to grow this community together, and I can only do that with the help of you guys. So, if you're new here, subscribe. Don't forget, guys, most importantly, guys, gals, dudes, and dudettes, you guys are absolutely awesome.